I just hopped out of the shower and I feel like showing you my all-natural, non-toxic, 3-step skincare routine to maintain my clear skin after having years of acne. I have been through the ringer, spending time, money, and way too much effort looking for anything that could help clear my skin when I was in the thick of cystic adult acne. And the truth is that all natural, non-toxic will always be better. I have gone through the dermatologist recommended skincare with certain washes and creams. I've gone through the esthetician recommended skincare. I've done brands like Glymed, I've done chemical peels, I've done red light therapy, blue light therapy, I've done rinses, toners, serums, moistures, creams. I have done everything when it comes to my skin, and nothing has compared to the all-natural, holistic, non-toxic approach to skincare. Now, I'm gonna give you a disclaimer that skincare truly starts from the inside out. The whole rest of my channel and other videos that are here are teaching you how to clean up your internal terrain in order to glow on the outside. The moisture barrier or the skin microbiome that you hear about in that skincare world is a thing, and you can have a broken skin barrier and an imbalanced skin microbiome. But the thing is, when you restore and heal your internal terrain, naturally you are going to rebalance and restore your skin's natural composition and natural microbiome. This skincare routine keeps things as close to nature as possible. Without further ado, let's get into my skincare routine. The first thing that I use is Castile soap. I either use Dr. Bronner's bar soap or I use the liquid soap. If you find any natural soaps out there that aren't heavy, personally, I do not like shea butter on my skin. I do not like olive oil on my skin. I do not like vegetable oil on my skin. I do not like heavy oils or heavy butters on my skin, especially for someone that is acne prone. Now with Castile soap, I do want to warn you that for some people it can be drying to the skin if your skin barrier is not strengthened up yet. Because my skin barrier is healed at this point, it does handle that soap well. I do follow up with the rest of my skincare routine after that, which restores moisture, restores nourishment to the skin. So the Castile soap truly is for the purpose of cleansing. Now, if you notice that Castile soap is a little too heavy on your skin, then I previously used the Sea Buckthorn Cleanser by Living Libations. The ingredients on here are amazing. They use jojoba oil, sea buckthorn, lavender, grapefruit. This has no chemicals, no toxins, no nothing in it. For someone who had a broken skin barrier, when I was really dehydrated, this oil cleanser helped to strip my skin of any sort of dirt and oil buildup, but still provide nourishment and cleansing capability. If you have never heard of oil cleansing before, I would look into it if I were you, and I recommend this oil cleanser. There was a period of time where I used witch hazel. The reason why I'm bringing it up in this video is because a lot of people who have acne end up falling down the rabbit hole of using witch hazel on their skin. I never used this daily. I never used this as a backbone of my skincare routine. Even in the thick of having acne, it was extremely drying for my skin, especially with a skin barrier that was not yet healed. This was just too stripping. This is one of the best quality witch hazels that is out there. I only really used it when I had to take off makeup. I rarely wear makeup. I would say that if you have acne, don't fall into the rabbit hole of witch hazel. It's not necessary, especially if your skin barrier is broken. You can just use a cleanser, cleanse more than once if you want to. I would even probably use Castile soap before I used witch hazel. So I have two options for oils that I usually use. I use jojoba oil or rose hips oil. first thing that I do is put a base layer of this oil. Jojoba oil actually mimics the natural sebum composition. So sebum is our skin's oil, which is produced by the sebaceous glands rooted in the dermis layer of the skin. There's some science for you. But jojoba oil is great at not clogging the pores. It's non-comedogenic. It provides nourishment. It provides hydration. It provides moisture to the skin barrier without compromising or aggravating the skin further if you're dealing with cystic acne like I used to. I usually take some time with it as well and like knead it into my skin, getting all of the lymph nodes right here, underneath the ear, sides of the neck. And this is so nourishing. Oiling the skin is actually a practice in Ayurveda, and they take their time with it. Now, just a side note, sometimes I will use rose hips as my chosen oil on my skin. If I need like a quick restoration of my skin barrier because I feel like it's feeling a little off, rose hips does that in a couple of days. I then move on to my essential oil blends. When I had more chronic acne, more cystic pustules on my face, I use this essential oil formula called Clear Skin. This is made up of lavender, tea tree, thyme, rosemary, chamomile, and helichrysum. I am not an essential oil expert. That is not where my field lies, but this formula is not really found in the mainstream. I was introduced to an amazing essential oil practitioner. She makes these blends, and that was a saving grace for my acne. This is what I started on when I first started using essential oil blends. I wasn't really doing single tea tree spot treatments or things that you hear. It was just a little too strong versus this type of Clear Skin essential oil blend on top of the jojoba oil was a really happy medium between getting the potency and the effectiveness of an essential oil without being too strong and without burning my skin. Now that's what I used when I actively had acne. That was probably a year and a half ago. I was still struggling with cystic, deep pustules and random flare-ups. And I was even still living this really natural, healthy lifestyle already. I recorded my story on the journey of clearing my acne naturally, and there was a really good chunk of time where I still had active acne and my skin was actively purging while I had cut everything out of my diet. I had been on it with the natural remedies and natural holistic lifestyle. So it took a while for my skin to finally purge and my body's elimination to correct itself and stop using my skin as the major elimination pathway. So now in my routine, this is my favorite formula ever. Me and my husband, well, fiance, but husband, are both always using this one. It's called the Rose Regenerative Face Oil. The formula is made by the same woman, the essential oil practitioner who makes the Clear Skin formula. And I will provide updated links down below. My skin doesn't need all of that like active acne clearing power. It's more of a nourishing and balanced situation now. I take that essential oil blend. I take a little bit of water with it actually, and I mix it in there. And it smells so good, like incredibly good. There are great essential oil blends out there that you can use, and because I have a base of jojoba oil first, it doesn't feel too strong on my skin. Again, I'm taking time to massage it. I will put here the essential oils that are blended in here. I do not know the formula, I do not know the ratios, I do not know how they put this magic in a bottle, but this is what I use now. My husband uses it now. He also is prone to acne skin, and yeah, we relate on that level, both of us having struggled with face acne across the cheeks. So that's 2 case studies on essential oil blends and jojoba oil and Castile soap for acne maintenance. And that is literally all that I do. It is a 3-step skincare routine of soap, of jojoba oil, and of this essential oil blend. And I am out the door.